Flosstube, it's Kerry in Stitches. It's Sunday, the 9th. Let's go in the 9th of December. And this is video 33. Hello, welcome, happy December. We're in December now. I know, yeah, bit of Christmas bling, Christmas jumper that you can't see. Let's see if I can stand up. There you go. New Christmas jumper this year, big fluffy penguin. So, there we go. So it's been a busy couple of weeks. We've had a school Christmas fair. I didn't do a stall this year because it was too much effort and I just did not feel like it this year. We've had, I've just seen my Christmas hairband and I feel like I should channel Christine and put my hairband on. There we go. There we go, Christine. Oh, I have to slouch down a bit. Snowmen just for you. So yeah, school Christmas fair, that went well. We've got discos this week, so it's a really busy time for stuff on the PTA at school. We've had all been sort of coldy, coffee, yucky kind of through the house. Lots had a couple of days of school with toothache, so that wasn't very nice for her. Did I get much stitching done? No. Did I get much work from home done? No. Did I have to work my day off? Yes. So one of those kind of fortnights. Let's have a look. I've used, when we went to IKEA, hubby picked me up one of these little iPad standy type things. Not that I have an iPad, but it's, I've been using it on my stitchy table and I have my notes propped up on it. It's very good. Yeah, so we went to IKEA. That was good fun. I love IKEA. We had breakfast and got there early, had breakfast. Brought a load of furniture for the kids, candles, potato peeler, you know, all the stuff you always buy in IKEA. We've been to the Birmingham German market. Same old, horribly wet day. Didn't stop long, but did pick up a couple of nice little glass things, which I try and get. Every time we go, I usually pick up something glass. What else have we had? We've had the Town Victorian Fair, so kids had a look on all the stalls. Did I buy? Oh, I did buy some bits and pieces for my biscornu swap, and got. Kids went on the fair, bought a Christmas decoration. That's about it really. I'd show you, but it's on the Christmas tree. We buy these little wooden ornaments. They're basically some chap carves them out of, I forget, he told us the wood, I forget. Anyway, they're really cute. We've got Santa, an angel. We've got 3 kings now, so we bought a king. That was what was missing. 3 kings, 3 snowmen, a Santa and an angel. So yeah, they're on our tree, so we get those. What else? So we did Christmas fair, so Christmas market, German market, IKEA. Oh, we had crafty day afternoon with our friends. Well, morning, like we often have. We made some Christmas baubles and the girls played. It was basically whilst we had a good chat. So that was fun. I'll show you what we made, but we didn't actually finish anything this year. I don't think the girls really wanted to do it. They just wanted to have a play together, which is absolutely fine. So I'm a bit icky, so excuse me if I have to keep clearing my throat a few times. So what have I been stitching? Not a lot this week. It's been one of those weeks where hubby started a new job, so that's going well, but it's a new adjustment for all of us, so I have to get up an extra hour earlier in the morning. I do not like that at all. I'm not a morning person. I never will be. I never have been. So, but I'm not. So, yeah. So, complete new morning routine for us. I think I said that in my last video. So it's been tiring, and I've been going to bed really early. So I've just not been stitching. My time where I would usually stitch now, kids go to bed, and then I usually stitch for a couple of hours, is now kids go to bed and I go on the sofa, and then watch some TV and then go to bed. So some nights I've literally just sat there with my stitching on my lap going, I'm going to pick the needle up in a minute, I'm going to pick the needle up in a minute, and never do. So I have done a bit of stitching. I forget what. So I could be wrong about what I've stitched. but we're going to go with what I think I've stitched. Because it seems like an awfully long time. I suppose it's been just over 2 weeks. So Peace on Earth. So this is for the Peace on Earth sale. No, CGS Peace on Earth sale. Hosted by the lovely Christine and Sarah. It's nice to get back to this actually. I was hoping for a Christmas finish there, that's not going to happen. So I finished the house, and well, finished the building and started some snow. So let's see if I can get that a bit. I'm filming obviously so like you can see my twiggy Christmas tree. I'm filming in a different way around. I can't see what I'm just looking. There we go, that'll do. So it's looking good. So still quite a long way to go on it, but it's an enjoyable stitch and it's not screamingly Christmas, so it's a nice winter stitch. My bust project has been Noel, and I'm not going to take it out of the packet because everything will fall out, but that's what it is. So other than trimming up a few bits of scraps on the back, I've got that much done. I just need to do, I'm actually going to put some beads on that. I need to do a bit of backstitch here, backstitch the bows onto the presents, and then a backstitched bauble, and it's done. So we are talking 20 minutes if that. So because the backstitch was always going to be a bit trickier to do on the bus, I might just knock that out this afternoon and get it done. I'm still really dry. The other thing I've been stitching, I've done a couple of quick glimpses on Instagram, but it's my swap partner. Hi Daphne, I know you watch, so I'm going to do a very quick, this is for the biscornu swap. Daphne and I have decided to go with the sort of Christmas theme because I work better with a stronger theme. The theme this year is, this time round is, a few of my favourite things. Well, I love Christmas. Christmas is awesome. So there's nothing I don't like about Christmas. Nothing. I love the decorating, I love the shopping, the food, being with family, mostly. Everything. So we're going Christmas theme. So this is a quick sneak peek of my biscornu. The design's from Cross Stitch Collection, and I am stitching some of it in Weeks Dye Work Noel, which as you can see, I've nearly gone through a whole skein. But it's a very pretty kind of, what do you call it? That's a lot more yellow than it actually is, but what's the word? Muted, there you go, muted Christmassy kind of colours. So I've been see, I went to pick up the charms for Santa and I didn't, so I did buy some charms for Santa and I don't have them in here, but I'll show you. I have done some FFOing, so some stuff had already been partially FFO'd, waiting to be Christmassy-fied or Priscilla-fied. I'll just grab those and show you. So this one. So let me just if I get all three of them, I can just talk through them. It's going to be easier. Oh. Lost the slipper in the so this one, I love this. This is Lizzie Kate's Sampling Christmas. I stitched this back in, I don't know, maybe February, and FFO'd it as far as knew I was. This frame I picked up last Christmas for silly money, brand new, but it's silly money. Oh, that's okay, that does move. So all I did was attached, came with the peg thing stuck on with the Christmas tree already, so I just put some kind of burlap, well, it's actually, well, with ribbony kind of stuff, I suppose not ribbon, but a couple of strips of that, and then just glued the peg back on. I'd already finished it sort of flat fold with some rip crack around it like so. So let's just pull that off a second. The frame I picked up earlier in the summer at our charity shop. I added just tied on. As you can see, there's still string hanging down, or jute string. Just this was a little candle ring that I opened up, threaded some ribbon through, and then put some one of these on, and then just kind of made a bowy thing. It's not held on with a magnet. I've used a metal, can't see it, metal, what do you call it, Christmas ornament hanger thing, and then that can just sit on there. And I figured I like the Lizzie Kate sampling one, so maybe I'll try and find a couple of others so I can just do a couple more. So it's all detachable and completely changeable. There you go. So I love this. I don't know where to put it yet, but I absolutely love this. This is one of my favourite FFOs of the year. Ooh, let's put that there for now, and then I can go and put them back behind. I added a little, I'd already hooped and finished this Tiny Modernist. No, not Tiny Modernist. Tiny Christmas Owl by Armada Designs. I get all confused myself. And again, just did a quick kind of bow with a bow and a bit of greenery. And then it was quite funny. I put the bow on and then I added the greenery in and realised that bow had the greenery behind it too. So I kind of thought it's all supposed to go. That hangs in my living room. This one next one I'm super pleased with. I was in our Poundland. It's our discount Dollar Tree kind of type shop. Saw this sign and went, which I think some of you might have seen on Instagram, and instantly kind of was like, that needs cross stitch. So here it is. Noel stitched this little polar bear earlier in the year and thought it'd be perfect just to sit in this little gap. Did a little tiny bow with a button. Isn't it Christine, was it you, was saying that you'd watched, it wasn't until you saw a finish on another channel that you went, oh, yeah, it was Magnets and Bows, that you knew Priscilla and Chelsea did it, but it took somebody else to do it for you to go, oh, for it to click. And this was exactly this. I think I've seen other people do the buttons and things, but it wasn't until, I'm sure it was Yvonne the Night Owl Stitcher I'd done one, and I was like, yes. So that's what I did there with a couple, just for that, a couple of picks at the bottom, bit of ribbon. It's actually like a grey ribbon rather than a silver, just, and I was pleased with that. So my FFO there. So the kit was actually a cover kit from Cross Stitcher. Let's go with Cross Stitcher. It cost me less than £2 for an FFO, and so I am super pleased with my bargain FFO. I love that. So those are 3 of my FFOs. I thought I would quickly show you a few of my favourite ornaments as well. I may have done this last Christmas. If I did, I did. If not, this is all new. If I did, I know I've showed a couple of these, but so these 3 are first 3 are drawn thread ornaments. They're various keepers, tree keeper probably, just with some nice beaded tassel for some weight. I put our tree up this morning, so I think there'll probably be a video at the end. I think this is Snow Keeper. Let's say drawn thread. Love the speciality stitches in these. Loads of beads. Not sure if I'm supposed to have had all those beads, but oh, here we go. And Santa Keeper. He's cute, tiny one. Oh, and he's completely whited out then. Right, let's put him on my hand so you can see a bit. There we go. And the beads. Because they're just kind of soft stuffed ornaments, I like the beads just to give them a bit of weight. This one I stitched eons ago. I have no idea where the design came from, but I know that it was a freebie design found on the internet by a lady called Christine. She's on Instagram as The Alchemist. I was in a Yuku group, and I can't remember what it was called, and I feel terrible for that. And they had a Christmas ornament a month, and this was one of them. And I just made it so it looked like a little gift tag. I thought that was really cute. That actually might have been how it was finished. So if anybody remembers what the design was, please feel free to tell me. Somebody will go, oh yes, I know, that was from so and so, so and so. These were my first stitched Christmas ornaments. These were from a Cross Stitcher magazine back in the year dot. It was a set of 7. You could get the frames from Framecraft, I think it was, as well. There's an reader offer and all that kind of thing. So, oh, definitely not sitting in the right place today. Absolutely, there's 2 of them. There was they'd obviously collaborated with Framecraft to do, that's the last one, to do, or whoever, and they'd made four different sets of ornaments that would fit in these 7 frames. I think there were 2 of each of these ones, a tree, a bell and a star, and I only ever stitched 3 of them. They are stitched in the Evil That Is Light effects and DMC, and it was probably one of the, I mean, these are just on 14 count, and these were probably one of the first things I ever kitted up myself. I remember I was stitching my iris at the same time as well, because I remember we went to stay with our friends up north that we go and see regularly, and taking these with us. I think they got it, well, Tom's 13, so he was a baby, he was little, so they're at least 10 to 12 years ago I reckon I stitched these. So yeah, I'll get those on the tree this afternoon. And then my last one is an English paper pieced ornament that I did, just a little wreath. So it's hand quilted, it's just got felt on the back of it, with a little bow and a dangly thing. Made a few of these. My mum's got a couple on her tree. She's got one with a bell in the middle. But it's 7. No, it's not 7. That's 6 1-inch hexes, 1-inch across, not a size over, what are they, 1/2-inch hexes, something like that. They're small. It was actually lots of fun. I like making those. So, and one of the other early things was this little Santa. He's on plastic canvas. He's a little basket that you can. He falls off the Christmas tree with alarming regularity. We pick him up off the floor at least 4 or 5 times. We usually put a bit of chocolate in the back of that, just to give him some weight so he stays on. So those are my Christmas ornaments, and they'll be on the tree later. I did get the snowflakes for Santa, and I was FFOing things, I completely forgot about him. So, and I haven't bought the snowflakes in, but it was basically, it's one of those ones. So I got a set of 6 of those, so I was pleased with that. And they work perfectly, so a little bit smaller than the ones I'd had in mind. I haven't started any of the other things that I said I was going to start. But one of my things I picked up this week, haul-wise, was this little sleigh. Little metal, I think it's really sweet. So my plan is to stitch this that I bought ages ago from Fuzzy Fox Designs. I won't do the Merry Christmas or the snowflakes, but I'm just going to stitch him as a little pillow, and I'm going to sit him in there. So I think that'll be super cute. And I've done my maths that I didn't write down, and if I stitch him over 1/28 count, I think he fits. So might be over 1/28 count. I forget. If I stitch him, yeah, I can get him to fit in there, and he'll look super cute. So yeah. I also, I don't know if I showed you last time, I got Christmas Land, Raise the Roof. Teresa Kitten Stitcher has recharted this to sell for her animal shelter charity that she fundraises for. So that's all done. I don't have anything dark enough, and I was trying to do it from start, because I am going to do it all in the DMC. But part of my Lakeside order was the fabric, some opalescent, just some basic white opalescent to do the biscornu in, and because I had enough of it left over to do this, so let's just pop that back in the sleeve, and I also still have some more left over, so let me just get rid of some of these FFOs, and then I can go in to show you my stitchy acquisitions. Let's put these back up here for now. It's back to front. See, I'm not a stranger to kind of finagling things on. Those are those little twisty ties that tend to come with Christmas decorations and whatnot. That's all I use to, that's one of my favourite things for using to hang up Christmas decorations with. Oh, see my twiggy tree in the background with all the felties on. And let's try and put the dining room light on while we're here. Oh, that's better. So there we go. Right then, let's move that out of the way. So, what have I had? Oh, I've got some lovely, lovely stitchy kind this week, and my Lakeside order, I think, is the main thing. So, I got, let's get these right now. So, from Zealous Again on Instagram, part of the, come on, Kerry, think what it's called. Cross Stitch ATCs group run by Cranky Stitch. I got a couple of birthday ATCs, so birthday card and that super cute cupcake. And I've been also sent this darling little Prairie Schooler that I cannot wait to stitch. I mean, 3 colours. That's 4 colours Prairie Schooler. I can't count, it says 4 colours. I was just counting numbers, not words. 4 colours, I love that. So, and I also got one from Sarah, Sea Swept. Little cupcake, so it's lovely. I've done my ATC this month. Have I sent it? I've sent it. I have sent it. What did I do? Can't remember. Oh, I know. I don't even think I took a photograph of it. Yeah, that bad, eh? Has it been received yet? I don't think so, but I didn't post it last week. I'll insert a picture here. 21 minutes, she says. ATC pic. There we go. So I got the Flosstube ornament from off the grids from 4 Boys and a Newfoundland Girl. That was raising money for an animal shelter too. So yay for the animals. I'll probably stitch it on some of the leftover white opalescent. So that's the piece I have got left over. I need another bit for my biscornu, although there's enough there for the other side. But hubby's editing skills will be coming in handy today. So I got that. I've been really conscious about what I'm spending. This Stitch from Stash, although I'm not in the red by any stretch of the imagination, I've been spending a lot more than I normally do. So I'm very much conscious going January that I'm going to be a lot more considered with my purchases. I was very fortunate that a lot of what I bought this month came out of birthday money, but I also kind of justified a lot of it by going, it's okay, I can use my birthday money from a cross stitch and I'll just spend not normal money, but money perhaps I would have on other things. So January is going to be more conscious purchases, but I'm not overly worried about these two, so we won't. I've got more than enough. So she says conscious purchases. Lakeside was partly birthday voucher and birthday money. I had birthday money from my mum, so I brought these were to kit up for next year too. So I'm super pleased that, you know, that at some point I will do a video showing. I think I did all this last fortnight ago. Anyway, a lot of the threads have come in now for what I need for next year, including these ones. These are just some Weeks and some Gentle Arts. We've got Periwinkle, another Noel, Sky, and Hollyberry. Partly because I'm not sure if I'm going to run out of Hollyberry for Peace on Earth, so because it was a parts game to start with. I also picked up some of the DMC Etoile. I've got a blue one already, so I bought those ones. Oh, you probably want to know what numbers they are. I'll just drop that in my coffee then. So this is one of my favourite greens for Christmas stitching. It's 471 and 321. A couple of my favourite Christmassy colours. I got C, so they all start with C, 699, the blank, which is definitely grey. I was quite surprised by that, and 725 for the yellow, which is very mustardy, not like a lot. So, and I also have, yeah, a blue one. So I'm happy with them, but they are, I almost want to say, dirtier than the real colour. I suppose the white's a good example that how grey it comes out, and that's fairly true, that if you add that amount of greyness to every colour, that's kind of what happens there. So I don't have any specific plans for them at the moment, but I just kind of thought they would be nice to have in for Christmas stitching, because I do like a lot of Christmas ornamenty size stitchy things, and I figured that was good. One thing I did start was the Weeks Dye Works Floss of the Month Club from Lakeside Needlecraft. If they'd had a Gast, I probably would have gone Gast, to be honest. I think I like Gentle Arts better. But I'm enjoying stitching in Weeks and all that kind in the Fancy Floss. I'm really enjoying stitching it. I'm trying to use it a little bit more, and I decided that it wouldn't be a bad thing to start a Floss of the Month club. Now, I did think about doing my own and just saying to myself, I will order 5, 10, whatever a month. But I thought, no, let's just go with what Kate does. It'll be easier for now. Interestingly enough, I thought I'd do a price comparison, and I looked at 123 Stitch, which may not be the cheapest place to get fancy floss, but it was just a good point of reference. And even with conversion rates, our Weeks is the same price, pretty much. Certainly from Lakeside anyway, probably more if you're buying it at an LNS or other retailers. But certainly for me from Lakeside, where I'd be getting most of my fancy floss, it was the same price as 123 Stitch, which I was really impressed by, because I know we often think in the UK that fancy floss and everything is generally more expensive. I've been kind of doing a bit of price comparison and things lately, and actually it's not really. I think the availability is a lot less. It's harder to get stuff. I'm very fortunate to have 2 or 3 really good ones, and Kate at Lakeside is really brilliant at just getting things that you want in. I'm liking the look of, off the top of my head I can't remember if it's Country Cottage or Little House, their new one they're doing next year, the Jack Frost one. I think I like it. It's got a lot of greens in it, green and red, which is more Christmassy to me. It's kind of more general. I'm certainly thinking of doing the auto ship on that. I like the 3 that they've previewed. So anyway, I started a Floss of the Month club. So I did, I love, all the other, like the colour and cotton and the Victorian motto, but for me it's better to have stuff that's already charted. I don't change a lot of stuff. Anywho, right, we've got Artichoke, Angel Hair and Adobe, or Adobe, whichever it is, Aqua and Amber, and so these are all A's basically, Americana, Amethyst and Absinthe. I was very sensible. When I did my Lakeside order, obviously I did this, I signed up for this, and then I also was ordering fancy floss, and I went through the DMC list, the Weeks list for on Kate's website, and then Lakeside's website, and then went through and looked at the colours I needed and when they would come up in this, and I've got 2 or 3 that will come up by March, April of next year that were in, so I counted 8, and then just kind of grouped them 8, 8, 8, and within the sort of the first 4, I get 8 a month. First 4, there were 2 or 3 of the colours, and I think I need like brick and a couple of the other B ones. So, excuse me, I didn't order them because I thought, well, by the time I get around to doing those starts, I'll have got the floss in. So That's that. Let's pop these other flosses away before I spill coffee on them or something stuff like that. There we go. Right, floss away. Two other things that came in. I was very blessed with a little package from the States from the super kind and generous Betty Ulan. Sent me this super cute card for my birthday, and I was very touched by her note, and she sent me some amazing charts, a couple that I'd never seen, one that I would really had to struggle not to start, a couple that I was actually would really like, what was kind of really hoping to one day get. So let me show you. I've got Hands On, Oh Say Can You See. Love this. I liked it as soon as it came out, and I know it's from National Anthem, but well, it's a play on words, but I love it. I like sea and beach themed stuff, so we'll be doing that one. This super cute drum, I'm not taking it out of the packet. Wool, it's another Hands On design, and it comes with the wool patch for the top too, so that's super cute and satisfies my 3D biscornu kind of need. And also a Seasons one by, it's called All Seasons, and it's by Bobby Marek. Oh, Water's Edge. So that's super cute. I kind of fancy doing them as individual ones. The Upside Down Umbrella is very much the UK kind of summer, but the snowman on that is lovely. So even if I just stitch the snowman, I think that's really cute. Something I'd never seen before and was super excited about to see. I love my Bent Creek Rose. I've got two still on order from Kate at Lakes Amoeba Craft. This is Christmas Rose. Never seen this before. They're quite old Bent Creeks. I love this. So I think I might have to stitch that one for next year. These are the ones that I had to stop myself from almost starting immediately. Sue Hillis, never stitched a Sue Hillis, so these trees are gorgeous. I love these. And when I opened the chart, I thought it was a bit thick chart. Polka Dot Belfast linen in, I don't know what colour they, oh yeah, the blue and white version, and I love that. So, and I also have a giant bag of cotton reels. I cannot wait to do those. And then this one that I was a bit kind of like, yeah, I'm not sure it's really me. And then Lottie said, I love that, Mum. Can you stitch it now? And not that I am at the moment, but it looks like I'm going to be stitching. Actually, he's got some Santa in his armchair. He is sweet though, isn't he? It's Navy Brooklyn design, Sisters and Best Friends. And he's from the Big Nick range. And actually, some really cute ones. I love that Santa and Snowman. And that one. I realised today, well, this week when I was putting my decorations, I don't have that. And it also came with the embellishment pack, which has some really nice sweet buttons in it. And stars, little candy cane, like peppermint button and the holly and all the various different buttons. So apparently I'm stitching this one. So Betty, thank you so much for all your charts. And all I did was send you a biscornu. I feel I'm overwhelmed by your generosity. And yes, I will be stitching all of these because I think they're all fantastic. Cross Stitcher came in. This is the January 2019 edition. Why does it feel like things are going to fall out? I don't know. Desk calendar, that's reflecting. But then I'm not taking that cellophane until I get to work because I'll probably drop it and all the pages will come out. So basically it's just got 12 seasonal designs of a little girl. That's designed by Maria Diaz, and it's called Millie's Year. So I thought it had another cross stitch magazine, but can't find it. So let's have a flick through for you. Oh, this is me trying to be short this week. No. There we go. I actually like a lot of the stuff in here. So the Stitch People is, I don't know, Julia and Winston. 1984, there you go. Not a book I was forced to read at school. So, they're starting a new series, Flowers of the Month. Some snowdrops there, that's super cute. Designed by Zoe Patching. We've got Wonder of Winter. And that is designed by somebody whose name I can't find, Amanda Butler. And a winter sampler, they did, and they've done all 4 of them now, so that's really pretty. The Savvy Stitcher is easy ways to stitch snow globes, and they've got, and it's llamas, because we all need llamas in our lives. If I get time, I might stitch one, because they're only tiny, they're only sort of 20 by 25. Probably find a proper stitch count. And the snow globe ones aren't much bigger, so snow globes are 38 by 30, so it's an amazing house. So you stitch the 2 ends and the 2 sides, and then the roof is made of felt. Designed by Cheryl McKinnon, it's Tiny Modernist. That's the other side of it. It's lovely, isn't it? Actually, that's really good. I thought it was completely stitched, but it isn't. It's stitched on natural gold 32 count Belfast. So it's not as much stitching as it looks like. That's really nice. Tempting. Santa and his reindeer. It's a nice idea for a hoop finish. That's designed by Maria Diaz again. Another one of their samplers. Jolly Christmas. Really nice for the small motifs as well. That's why it feels a bit odd. We've got a letter library with sausage dogs. It's really cute. Thank you cards, Doreen Jones. Didn't even need to look at that because I saw that on my Facebook page. Letters and stuff. Some cute hoops waiting for Santa Paws. They are designed by Doreen Jones as well. An interview with Cheryl McKinnon, Tiny Modernist. I thought they'd already done her an interview, but I'm surprised that they hadn't before. The Ready Steady Stitch Challenge. So those are the designs. Designers are given all the same materials and told to come, and a theme, and told to come up with something, and they've come up with those. I do like Doreen Jones's actually. We've got Christmas Rules by Susan Bates. I like that Christmas tree on it. And the baubles, actually. And the new Stitch Along for 2019 is designed by Shannon Wasilef, or however you say her name. And it's a Fairy Tale Favourite Cell, and that is the border for it. I can imagine there's going to be a lot of people interested in that one. So the first part is the borders. Still on DMC, but they don't give you a full, I'm assuming they're just going to give you the DMC per month. There's only 6 here and some, well, 5 and some Krennic, so, and the Mill Hills and all that kind of thing. So I imagine they're going to do that per chart. Coming next month, it looks like an Emily Peacock design. It doesn't say, but it does look like an Emily Peacock. So yeah, that's cross stitcher. Stuff that needs new homes. Let's move some of these things out. I mixed my piles up. This is not good. Oh no, I haven't. It's all here. Emma, you still haven't claimed your chart from last time I did comment on your comments, so if you don't claim this time, I shall put it back in the box for another time. Okay, so the winners are, let me have a look. There we go. Okay. Which one's that one? Okay, oh, I can't show you it. Let me show you the charts. And the borders go to Beaty Hide or Beat Hide. So if you, I will comment on your comment. Baubles go to EJ Creates, can't even say the words. So EJ, I'll comment on your comment. If you can send me your address, that'd be fantastic. The only person who wanted the squares was Mel, so Mel, stick that in the post to you. And the Christmas selection is going to Jade, Carry Out Stitches. So Jade, I need your address. I'll comment on your comments. So congratulations to all. I'm only going to do one this fortnight because of getting it in the post before Christmas. And I don't want things just hanging around sorting offices and all that kind of thing over the Christmas period if I can help it. So slightly late to the game, but it's an all yesterday's calendar for 2019. So that's what that's the only one I'm doing this month. It has got, okay, it starts September, October, but it's September, October. It's got, so basically each month it has the drawing. Some of them are the cross stitch ones, and then it's got 6 charts, those 6 charts to stitch, and it came from order cross stitching. So if you want the calendar, say you'd like the calendar. I'm hoping, I am going to Flosstube before Christmas. I'm next due around the 21st, so I am hoping that I can. 22nd, 21st, yeah, is my next Flosstube due date. All being well, I can Flosstube that day, so we will see what happens about that. So I'll draw in for that. I won't do any giveaways over the Christmas period, or I might do, I don't know, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I wasn't sure I was even going to be able to get to the box today, to be honest, but they're all in. But yeah, that's it. So, oh, do you want some plans? Plans. Christmas stitching. Finished biscornu. Last posting date for the USA is Friday, so I want to have it in the post by Wednesday. I have a bag over there full of nice goodies. I've got 2 more things to buy for it, so I'm super excited to be putting all that together. Love Christmas. So yeah, I'm super excited to be putting all that together. I have no idea what else. Yeah, I want to stitch the gnome. I'm going to try and stitch the Flossmas. I've been watching all the vlogs, but my Flossmas stitching has revolved around, don't know, what's it revolved around? Biscornus. So I've been stitching Christmas since the beginning of December, so I'm like that. Yeah. Enjoy all your stitchy preparations. Stitchy preparations? No, Christmas preparations. If you're celebrating, I hope you have a wonderful time in the run up to Christmas, that you don't get too stressed, that you can take some time out and just stitch, get some stitching in. I plan to write Christmas cards this afternoon. I've got a to-do list, so it's we've got stuff going on. It's constant to run up to Christmas. But next weekend we've got, actually Lottie's got a birthday party to go to. We're catching up with family. We're hoping to go to see the cathedral in the city does a Christmas tree festival every year in the cloisters. So we'd like to go and see that. I'll try and take some film maybe of that, which will be nice. What else? I'll insert some photographs at the end of a very wet Birmingham and the German market. I don't think I took any of our Christmas market, Christmas fair. But yeah, what else? We've got other plans. One of the museums is having a Victorian Christmas. We have annual passes to that, so I'd like to go and see what that's all about. Maybe pick up something local gift-wise as well. What else? Yeah, just loads of nice sort of family Christmassy stuff. We decorated our tree this morning. Expect a load of photos and videos at the end of Christmassy stuff. Have a wonderful stitchy fortnight, friends. I'm slowly getting down my Flosstube queue. It's lovely catching up with you. I'm sorry I'm not commenting on much of them. I'm trying, but I'm trying to keep up. I'm going to sit and watch Flosstube this afternoon, write some Christmas cards, and then stitch a biscornu, because that's what I'm going to do. There's something, you know, when there's something else on your to-do list and you can't remember what it is. So Christmas tree, Flosstube, write the Christmas cards, and there's a fourth thing, and I don't know what it is. Hey ho! Have a wonderful stitchy fortnight, friends. I've just said that, I'm saying it again. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I have seen lots of new names pop up on my so-and-so has subscribed to your channel, so welcome to you all. I didn't say that at the beginning, I probably should. Thank you to everyone who comes back every week. I can't believe I am almost at 500 subscribers now. Wouldn't that be a wonderful Christmas present? So tell 20 friends. That's all I need. Yeah, that would be an absolutely fantastic Christmas present to have 500 subscribers. So maybe I'll get there. Wouldn't that be? That would be joyous. So have a blessed couple of weeks, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Thanks for watching my channel. Thank you for all the lovely comments you leave me, for the likes and the subscriptions. It really does mean a lot, and it makes it all worthwhile. Happy stitching!